Today is December 19th, and we are awaiting the Yamamoto sweepstakes. Bids are now being accepted. Let's talk Yanks.
Talking Yanks with old John Boy and Jake. Recaps galore.
Weekly awards.
Stat lines, theme and hot takes. Get your Yankees news from these two fine dudes. It's time for Talking Yanks. Talking Yanks with old John Boy and Jake. Talking Yanks with old John Boy and Jake.
Hello and welcome to Talkin' Yanks, brought to you by SeatGeek. My name is Jimmy. Sitting next to me is Jake, BBD in the corner. It is December 19th. We're 6 days away from Christmas. When does Hanukkah start this year, Beebs?
Over. It is over.
Ooh. Whoa, really? Mm-hmm. I hate when they don't overlap.
It's nicer when they overlap. It's usually a little before.
Because
I
liked
it best growing up when it overlapped and I could start before kids and still be going after.
Because Christmas season hasn't even started for me this year. I'm late to it. I'm bummed out about that because I'm waiting for Yamamoto, who's going to be my good big gift. My good big gift. Jake, how are you?
I want a Yamamoto move for Christmas. You've been singing that.
All I want for Christmas is a good picture.
What a song.
Soda was the Hanukkah gift. We can do Yamamoto for
Oh,
Okay,
I like that.
You've been talking to Yankees PR. That's how you...
That's how you sell to this city.
That's how you get everyone. Now we just need that DeVito kid to start playing football.
No more Italian stuff. He's out.
Steinberg.
James.
Yeah.
Davis. Doing well. Final regular week kind of the year. Leading into Christmas. 2024 on deck. And yeah, Yamamoto, everyone's starting to hit their gossip point with it because he's been the only gossip for a little bit.
It's the only goss in town.
Hasn't been a Snell rumor. Hasn't been a Bellinger rumor. Hasn't been a Matt Chapman rumor. There was like half a Monty rumor. We get one of those now and then. But it's always after Yamamoto. We're in Yamamoto purgatory. It seems like he's really flirting with the Yanks and the Mets. He did double the meetings. He did meeting and a meeting.
Mm-hmm. Came to New York.
With both teams, visited the City of Lights.
I don't know.
Red Sox are pretending to put themselves in the mix.
I wasn't into that.
He's got a nice situation going. Yeah, I was into it when I thought we were coming up on like the finale. Like I thought this was it. Like dinner with the Mets, dinner with the Yankees. 18 is gonna sign on the 18th, and now it's the 19th, and it's like pie.
Yeah, but I didn't like how they were like when the second meetings because it was at Martino. Someone reported like his surprise meeting with the Yankees. He wanted to sit down again. And you're like, oh, cool. Wow. Second meeting. He must have more to talk about. And then the next day it was like a surprise meeting with the Mets. He wanted to talk again. I was like, what's happening?
He just likes meetings.
I didn't.
I just wanted 2 free dinners.
There's too many meetings. What are you even saying? Who's his agency? They like this is their first big fish?
No, I mean his agent is Stanton's agent. That was the storyline when Cashman said all that stuff.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is true.
My client's both domestic and international.
Well, just sign already and be the Yankees. Now I was having this conversation with our good friend Jarv from Oz today, this morning, early time. We were both on Australia time.
Across the pond.
Yeah. Because he was saying, he was, talking about fears that overbid.
You guys were talking about fears this morning?
Yeah. No, you're saying if it might get too high, and then do we really want to go that high on, an unproven? And you're throwing around the number 400.
Right.
And I
said I could as clickbait, and now it's becoming real bait.
I had a very, Passon, didn't he shut those down?
He didn't shut down shit.
Sorry, I thought he was said like
Happy
the
holidays.
300 is all lies.
Oh no, he was saying
shutting down that there's like offers on the
real
table.
offers
right now.
haven't been thrown out yet.
Oh,
nobody's handed him a contract and been like, "This is our offer."
And this is
That's
why
not how
I
it
don't do
works.
like business meetings anymore for the company because I can't do the meetings when you don't know the money. It's so stupid how the world works like that. Let's meet 5 times to talk about if we like each other and what we would do together.
Sure.
And then on the 6th meeting, we'll discuss budgets, and it might just be, oh, never mind. What a waste of time.
Might not be in each other's neighborhood.
I can't like that, but that is how it works. You have to do all the nonsense.
Was it Yamamoto or Otani that they did have to throw like a loose number just to like continue the courting process? But
Otani shopped his number.
Yeah, I think official numbers on the table here just haven't been presented. But I think that's how Yamamoto wanted to do the process. But I think you had to announce you're in the ball. Like the Phillies can't be like, hey, 175. Like I think we've cleared
And
that.
like you're just out. Like I don't think with Yamamoto it's anything unique here. Like they did like the talking about the structure of a deal in the general. Like we would go to 300 million and whatever. Like they understand the general neighborhood they're starting at.
Well, my answer to Jarv from us was I just want them to win.
Yeah.
Free agency. I almost, and I don't know if this is true. It's not true. I don't know. Help me figure this one out. I want the Yankees. I want to be spoiled again.
Right.
And I want them to just spend all the money to get the guys they think are the best again. Because they passed up on so many. While, yes, I am nervous that he's 5'10", 170 pounds, has never thrown an MLB pitch before in his life, it could be a very bad contract. And it could not work out. I also think if there's 10 teams in on him, and he's going to the highest bidder, make my Yanks the highest bidder because that's the Yanks I grew up with, and I'm nostalgic for getting spoiled.
Jim, I used to talk about the whiteboards a lot.
Yeah, turns out they don't have them.
Used to be every episode. Yeah, they use iPads now.
Google Doc.
I think what could have had happened.
Mm-hmm.
When I talk about the whiteboards and the Yankees planning, the Yankees still, and this goes back to Hal a little bit, like the Yankees still want to be the Yankees, but very 2024 version. Like we're going to have a top 3 payroll every year. Like we're there.
Yep.
When we want a guy, we will sign him. Like look at Judge, look at Cole. They openly told us they didn't want Harper, Machado, and all these guys, which
I disagree.
We were kind of befuddled about. But if part of that process was, like, if Soto was the guy on their dream board and Yamamoto was the guy on their dream board, and they go out and they got those guys and then they extend them, okay, that's kind of the modern Yankees playing by their rules where, again, This is none of our business.
None, yeah.
The Royals just gave out their 4th largest contract all time to Seth Lugo.
And who did the Rays give theirs to last year? Was it Waka?
I think Eflin.
I always confuse those two. And I think I always will. Okay. I think that's something I need to swallow. I
can see how those two names
I will say those two guys' names interchangeably.
Nice curveballs.
Something about becoming a dad means you stop fighting that. You know?
Can't focus on having the names exactly right.
And yeah, I mean, hey, everyone's in on Yamamoto.
Seems like it. You see that little javelin he throws? Told you about that on Talking Baseball. Did you watch it? It's a little torpedo.
I'd like that.
It's weird. Is it heavy, do you think?
I don't think so.
Because you would want it to be, you would think it would be heavy
to warm
up his arm.
Weight to it.
I think it has a little weight to it.
Is it just a toy?
I wouldn't say heavy.
Didn't look heavy.
No.
And sometimes he throws it really light. If anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about, he warms up with like almost looks like a giant Nerf missile. Like does long toss.
Passing an article on it if you're trying to
he did?
check out a full read. I believe it was featured in that, yes.
I just kind of like looking at pictures and speculating.
Morosi just said Yanks are front runners for Yamamoto.
Well, that guy, you know.
Need to quit yapping.
We might have to publicly apologize for that. That's tough. That's tough what happened.
That's tough what happened.
But it is true. Just do it before Christmas so we can all have fun.
Right.
And sign.
And if that doesn't happen, his actual deadline assigned is January 4th. So there could be another week and a half if it doesn't get to Christmas. But
that is cool that he has an actual deadline.
yeah, posting dates.
Jake, I have a question for you.
Sure.
It came out, it was reported by Rosenthal that if the Yankees don't land Yamamoto, they're going to be in on pitchers. What was the phrase or term he used? Because we all think they're going to get like more pitchers. Does he think if they don't, is he saying if they don't land Yamamoto, or even if they do land Yamamoto is what he said, right?
Yeah.
They're still going to go
need
out
more
and
pitching.
spend. Like, I know they need more pitching.
Right.
Frankie Montas doesn't count in my head of like how people are acting like Kenny's phrasing it.
Oh, I took it as like after Yamamoto, there'll be Montas and maybe.
Oh, so it
another.
was like that?
That's how I took
So
it.
it might be new for non-Yankee fans, but Yankee fans know this.
Yeah, they'll be adding another arm even if they get him.
So
And
should-
maybe they're in on Monty.
That's just a
They
count.
don't.
That's just a counting game.
That's just a counting game.
I thought maybe the update was like they're going to be in on, like Monty or Imanaja and Yamamoto.
I think the Yankees know, even with Yamamoto, they can't fully place a bet on their pitching rotation, Jim,
They can't.
because they traded starters 5 through 8, basically. And at the Draftking Sportsbook, especially this holiday season, I mean, holidays can be a tricky time. There's some family. There's also a lot of good NBA action. And if you place a $5 bet, you could get $150 instantly in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code Yanks. New customers can get $150 instantly in bonus bets for betting just $5 on basketball only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code Yanks. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. In Connecticut, help is available from gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 plus, ages vary by jurisdiction, void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See dkng.com/baseball for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources. The depth will need to be added to. And
Yeah.
not the only way.
They got Dwayne Underwood Jr.
Dwayne Underwood Jr., who's been a reliever in the big leagues for a couple years.
But not listed as relief pitcher, just pitcher. So you never know.
He
Minor league contract.
made 2 starts
And
in 144
and what were the
games.
stats on those starts?
Ooh, good question, Jim. I would assume they're opener days, but
Well, you know what happens when you assume.
make an ass of you and me. First half, April, as a starter. Okay, 2 starts, 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs.
Total?
Yeah.
I think they might use him in the bullpen, if at all.
He's looking like a potential bullpen call.
Okay, good call. Glad we verified.
That's obviously the Yamamoto thing is lurking. We've talked about it. We might talk about it again. Hopefully there's some fun breaking news towards the end of this week. But yeah, like on Fangraphs right now, your 5th starter is Clayton Beeter from the Joey Gallo trade. Your 6-7, Luis Heel, Yendris Gomez, and Will Warren.
That's wild. What does Fangraphs know?
So, let's say Yamamoto's going to happen. People still think it. There's still a lot of reasons why it makes sense.
Front runner from known correct reporter Morosi.
Front runner, Brian Cashman, Yankees acting confident. Let's say Yamamoto happens. I mean, they still need another major league starter.
Frankie Montas.
Would you be okay with that?
Yeah, I mean, if it's like a 1 year, they were saying it was going to be like 1 year, $4 million with incentives on like games pitched or innings, like stuff. Because he's scheduled to get Fangraphs has him crowdsourced to get 1 year, $8 million. They've been pretty close on their AAVs. The years have been different, which then screw up the total money. But
I would guess 1 for 10. I mean, he's
well,
I have him in the same bucket as the Sevy, Flaherty.
Well, Sevy got a Mets deal.
Flaherty.
Tigers.
What did Flaherty get?
1 for 14.
And
Montas hasn't pitched in
a
long time.
Flaherty had a tough year last year.
He was.
But he's pitched.
It depends how many incentives.
Been healthy.
It depends how many incentives.
I think you have to drop the base and get
like
the incentives.
anything. It
Can't
depends
be-
exactly where it lands.
Can't be
but
1 year 10 plus incentives. It has to be like, no. Because you're part of the Yankees. And we got Yamamoto.
And then I guess I think the
Detroit on the mind.
other thing to look out for, let's say that's what happens, and the Yankees start shaking hands. Maybe they throw in a Jordan Hicks. We're the Yankees. Let's vamo.
They like him.
They're going to bring in all the minor league guys.
Yeah, like, you know who impressed last year, Jim?
Who?
Learning from Garrett Cole on the fly. Luke Weaver. We bring back a guy like him.
Web Dog.
If it was a normal year, you'd bring back Luke Weaver. Web Dog is he still with the team? Because didn't he
I mean, that's up to him.
get hurt?
That's up to him.
I think he was technically let go from the 40-man roster in that same.
Does he have a front
wave.
office gig with the team? How does that work?
I think how it works is
Ownership
he's the
stake.
golfing buddy. So, like, if you're part of the front office on your golfing day, everyone gets a golfing day.
Right.
You go play with the Web Dog. He's great company. Like the local, like, pro. Like, that's a fun gig. Is that your dream job? If you weren't doing this, which was your dream job when you were younger, talk about sports for a living, would it be like, you worked for Rexel, right?
Yeah.
True.
Ad.
True.
Yeah.
What if your job at Rexel was everyone got to golf with you once a week? And you just golfed with everyone at the company because you're such a good time.
It would depend who everyone was,
Well, everyone that
like if 4 out of 5 days it's people I like or can have a good time golfing with, then yes.
Well, no, I'm
But
talking
like
the whole
some
nation.
that
If 2 out of 5
It's got to be a
days-
national company.
and that's fine.
Yeah.
But still, if 3 out of 5 days I'm golfing with someone who kind of stinks, that's a bad time.
I have you golfing with new people all the time because every employee, once you reach a certain level, you get a golf day,
I can make it work.
and that's your job.
Oh, I'm like the perk.
Yes, you're the
I'm a company
you
perk.
get to golf with
Once a
Jake
year
today.
you get to golf with you.
You're not allowed in company buildings, so there's a mystique about you. They can
Not
only,
allowed in company.
No, they can only meet you at the golf. You don't do
course.
anything else at the company.
Right.
You're just the golfer.
Are they gonna let you look at the books?
Everyone's like, "Ooh, you got to golf with Jake. He's fun, right? He's a fun guy, right?
I can't wait to get.
His
golf with
hair's
Jake.
long. His hair's long."
He's not like that good at golf, but he's not bad. He's
No,
not
yeah, you
bad.
can't
Better
be that
than me.
good. No. Yeah. And you tank a couple holes to make everyone feel good about themselves.
Right.
That's a good gig.
Put the game in range.
Does that gig exist?
Sure. Should be a movie. That could have been a 1990s golf movie when they were happening.
Never happened.
Economy's in a great place.
Everything's
We're doing a
cyclical.
job.
But dude, yeah, that company probably existed at like Hollywood like firms or executives. Like they had someone on the or like a old ad campaign
He's a
company
good hang guy.
that had someone on the they were just gonna go golf with clients.
They like have a
For
golf
sure
pro
that
on
exists.
staff.
I think that's just like what the world was for a little bit.
Yeah. But
Mad
not
Men?
to the level of not being allowed in the building.
I've seen like 6 Mad Men episodes.
Yeah. John Hamm wasn't a good golfer in that.
Still isn't.
He was a murderer.
Spoiler.
It's
Exclusive.
First episode.
Exclusive.
Okay. So who are the pitchers they're going to get? We've done this already though.
Yeah. I guess for me, let's say the Yankees moves are the Yankees moves and it is a Yamamoto and it's Montas or something like that, which would make the whole Montas rehab thing make sense. You should be excited as a Yankee fan. Like that's a pretty diesel offseason. After that, I mean, and depending when those kind of moves would happen, the Yankees would probably you'd like to see them add a starter with options. Whether that's a Luke Weaver type or remember when the Mets made 2 trades one year because they were just like, we need AAA starters with options. I'd look for one of those. And then my eyes would turn back to the Yankees bench a little bit because I would like them.
Oh, wow. You're getting ahead.
Well, I've been ahead. And I talked about it a little bit because an injury is going to happen. And I think it would make a lot more sense if Oswaldo's the first guy called up instead of the last guy on the bench.
Yeah, I don't think they got wiggle room to do that.
Oh, I'll wiggle.
Matt Carpenter's already invited to spring training, Pop.
Come through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put Carp on the bench, and then he either
minor league deal invited.
He can Jay Bruce it or Tulowitzki it, and then Oswaldo comes up, or he could hit around for a little bit, but as the bench, as a lefty off the bench bat.
I consider that a Jake Bauers upgrade.
Yeah, it's a good hang too.
Good hang.
I'll DM him on Twitter right now.
Get the grounding stuff going again.
Coming through.
The guys know him.
Actually, I honestly wouldn't hate that. As like, hey, this guy's going to be here for the beginning, and he might be here for the rest, but we're going to give him a shot because it was really fun
Spring
with
training
us.
invite.
Spring training invite.
That day's always fun.
But do we need Oswaldo on the team to be like the lovable guy? Because Higgy and King on the like lovable guy meter, pretty high.
Yeah, but Higgy was a quiet, and Higgy left us a really nice message, so
Right.
that was nice of him. But Higgy,
So nice.
Higgy was a quiet, lovable guy.
I guess Nestor's supposed to be there, Oswaldo, and Scott Efros back. That's kind of your lovable bullpen guy.
He will be back.
Oh.
He's young. Like, he hasn't been around the team for a while, so I don't know if he can flourish, and Canely's there. So, like, it's really hard to outdo Canely.
Well, he's not outdoing Canely.
Okay.
Nobody is.
Good. Don't.
It's like the lovable Mike King lane.
Jake Odorizzi.
You want Jake Odorizzi on the Yanks?
Spring training invite.
I've got one of Volpe or Wells landing into the lovable camp. One of them's got to perform, right?
Wells has a good chance.
Wells has
The
a good
mustache.
chance. Volpe was.
Volpe has to be good.
Volpe is just like start him or not.
You start being good, and I think he gets there, but
Yeah. I was gonna say something that I don't want to say.
It's a cute smile. Verdugo looks good clean shaved. I would have lost that bet.
I said he was gonna look good clean shaved.
Yeah.
Because I pulled up pictures of him clean shaved. He didn't have a good beard, so
No, it wasn't a good beard, but I don't know. It's kind of that signature beard lane that maybe we're coming out of as a society.
maybe. I think that does Verdugo, if the Martian comes back and everyone's healthy and it's a perfect world, which it won't be.
Martian will be lovable.
Yeah, Martian's lovable. I mean, he's
Lovable.
as lovable as it gets. He's the cutest monster in the world.
He does have like Pixar movie energy.
Look at his face. Looks like he's like a yeah. He's lovable.
It's cute.
It's kind of small.
I mean, they could flip Verdugo if Soto and Judge are being Soto and Judge, and Martian comes back and is healthy, and they have Grisham as the fourth outfielder.
Or just be the Yankees and have good
have
guys.
Sure, I'm just saying
If
I'm saying they have
Verdugo's
options in the outfield already that I don't think they need to really add anyone to play the outfield. It would be an infielder, but I don't know if you're going to get an infielder that has the versatility that Cabrera's offering you right now.
Yeah, but I don't even know if it's that because we've done this a little bit. I think you'd want someone who's potentially a threat because you are living in fear of the Giancarlo injury. He's going to be 34. He's been hurt and he wasn't good last year. So you'd want another guy who. How about weapon? Maybe that's the word.
I think that's why I'd invite Carpenter. I know he didn't have a good year in San Diego, but no one did. Everyone was being
Everyone was sad.
Everyone was sad there. He'd come back to the Yankees, have some good times, and I actually don't hate that idea. I don't think it's going to be like take us over the edge or anything. Give him a veteran deal. Like, hey, we're going to sign you, and when Stanton goes down, we're going to test you out. Just stay healthy.
Jock Peterson.
There's no contract assigned to him anymore. No real money there.
Jock Peterson to be on the Yankees bench?
You're trying to be the Yankees.
He would only be for a day. Like, do we forget how much this team deals with injuries?
Did you not read the Stanton updates?
And guys are getting older. DJ, Stanton. Rizzo missed half a season. Trevino missed half a season.
Jock's not helping out in the infield.
No, but he can DH.
Yeah, but that's only if Stan gets hurt.
Right.
DJ and Rizzo factor into Jock.
They've got DHs if Stan gets hurt.
Yes, but Jock is also DH outfielder.
So if you get an infielder who's comparable to Jock Peterson.
Yeah, we looked. I don't know who's out there because there's a lot of outfielder that are available that like in that level.
Imagine going from no outfielders to extra outfielders, though.
They already did that. They got 4 right now. 5 with Oswaldo being able to play out there. They would need infield help and a bat. They need pitching. They got to focus on the pitching. They got to get Yamamoto.
They are.
They're on that.
And then they got to get another arm. And I don't know who that other arm is going to be.
Whit Merrifield. Okay.
Bellinger's starting to really look like a Chris Bryant situation, huh?
What's that mean?
Just going to sign with a bad team like the Royals and be there for a while.
I think his worst case is the Cubs.
Just go back.
They thought they were in on Shohei.
It's true.
They've currently lost him and Stroman.
I think Cubs and Blue Jays are still both involved there.
Blue Jays?
Thought they were getting Shohei.
More like Boo Jays. Pollock, that's your guy. He's an outfielder, though.
Yeah. Righty.
They're
righty's
full
not
of
off the
lefty.
table
What are you talking
anymore.
about? They're too lefty right now.
I'll never be too lefty.
They're too lefty, Jake.
Don't say that.
They got more lefties than righties.
I mean, now they can do the thing they tried to do with the whole roster where it's like, oh, on this one spot that normally we'd like it to be a lefty, it could be a righty that has oppo power. On one guy, I like that thought process by them. They did that for a whole team for 3 years, and that was terrible. But
What is it now? 7 and 6? 7 righties,
1,
6
2,
6
3,
lefty / split.
4.
7 righty only. Way to go! Okay, here you go.
It's a good start.
Donovan Solano, Donnie Bats.
I've been open to that.
Whatever.
Sure.
Was it Barrels?
Contact guy, Donnie Barrels.
Barrels.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's can play all the infield positions. Is he more of a threat than Oswaldo Cabrera? They might not
Yes.
think so, but he is.
He's more of a threat. I don't know if he can actually play positions.
What about Garrett Hampson?
What about Garrett Hampson?
I don't know. I'm just looking
I
at
thought he signed somewhere.
Fangraphs doesn't have him signing anywhere. But I am looking at guys that are supposed to get a year or not even a year, or Fangraphs didn't even care about him, that play multiple infield positions and are free agents.
Well, that's where
He did sign. He signed with Kansas City.
I'm saying that's where I think that's our disconnect right now. I think Oswald Peraza is the backup infielder because he can back up shortstop, which none of the players we're going to look up can. Like he can play Gold Glove shortstop. He can play shortstop as good as Volpe, if not better.
Oswaldo Cabrera can back up in shortstop as well.
A little bit, but the
he's
Yankees
not an
don't trust
addition.
him. He can back up second. He played third well last year. I see my backup infielder. I see Trent Grisham as the third outfielder. Oswaldo, the first guy called up from AAA. So I just need a threat. I don't really care what position you play. Like I think infield or outfield doesn't matter for me. That's where if we're mentioning Matt Carpenter, Jock Peterson's that with like an incredible resume.
But Jock's going to get money.
Right. Yanks got money.
I don't know if Jock's going to want to sign to be on the bench.
I'll figure it out.
All right.
DJ did.
Yeah, but DJ, they were like, hey, we got this guy Andujar. We got to play him because he had a good year, but no one, That's how that went.
Get Cole Calhoun back. Played some first base last year.
Didn't he play well?
He was like good for
That
Cleveland.
was crazy.
He was awesome in AAA for the Yankees.
Okay, his
Never
numbers
bothered.
ended up in a bad spot.
Last year
Okay.
doesn't count.
He got a good
Last year
first
doesn't
week.
count.
Good first week.
I just worry that what you're doing is risking them bringing IKF back.
Oh, no. We have Oswaldo.
Yeah, but
That's IKF.
But if you keep talking and they listen to this episode, they're like, Jake wants us to go get another guy. And then Boone's going to come on here and be like, you told us to go get
threat
IKF.
the whole time, and IKF's the opposite of that.
He's a threat of contact.
No.
That's what they think.
Against high velo.
Remember when they had Hicks who they would pinch it
Compared-
for a walk and IKF who they would pinch it for a ground out? Admittingly.
Yes. Yes.
Been shit for hopefully they make an error.
Dark times.
Fuck,
Hoping
man.
for a walk?
Pinch hitting Hicks to get the walk? And then he swings it and strikes out? And it's like, you didn't tell him what you wanted? That was crazy. We got to wash it.
I've watched it.
One dark thought, just on this topic. I do have IKF as a slice on the pie chart.
Can't do it.
I agree, can't do it. I have it as a
Can't
possible possibility.
Just can't do it.
Lockstep, you and I.
No, it's...
No pie chart.
But there are 12 teams interested in him.
Yeah, that's...
Got 3 jobs, got no jobs.
I don't like that. All right. Yamamoto. Do it. Go Yanks, telegrams.
Go Yankees.